All right, let's go live. See what's going on. Who's in here? I didn't do a post, so I don't know who's going to show up. Got to give them a minute. So if you're not watching that live, you're not watching me live, I am currently in the Cumberland Mountains. So a friend of mine put me on a lead to a pretty wild government conspiracy about the Dogman. These documents suggest that there she is. What's going on, Queen? Glad you made it. The documents suggest that the United States government was in fact manipulating biological DNA in order to develop a freaking Dogman like cryptid. What's going on? Don't tread on me. How's everybody doing? I've been on the freaking trail. I'm worn out so far, but I wanted to stop and do a live stream, at least give you all a little bit of update what I'm working on. It's pretty cool. How y'all doing? It's not showing me. This is a weird new setup. I hate it when they change things. I can't see anything. What's going on, Scott? I can't tell how many people are in here. Like, oh wait. We got 17 people in. We got 2 likes. There we go. Okay, it's just the sky. I gotcha. Let me move the bike around. Maybe I can see that a little bit better. Because the location where I'm at, it's about to get freaking scary really quickly. Like, see if I can just kind of flip it around. I don't want to give my location out too much, but yeah, that is a graveyard. And I am freaking out here. I ended up on multiple trails that kind of led me out in this direction. I'm in an area that I'm not really supposed to be in. There's a lot of interesting signs suggesting that I should stay away from the area that I'm in. Romero, what's up, man? What's up, Bass Scott? I like that name. So, Nancy, how are you? I'm glad you made it. Saturday, I've been freaking working my butt off today on this trail. I have been covering some serious ground. I have been putting in some serious freaking work for the channel, getting things going, getting the second channel rolling, which has been really cool. Thank you, Chase. I appreciate it. What's up, FI Austin? So what are you all doing tonight? Watching me? The area that I'm in, there's no telling what could happen during this live stream. Like, I'm being 100% dead serious. Like, this area, like, if there is anywhere in the world that would have paranormal activity, crazy paranormal activity, it would be right freaking here. Like, right here. So it's Dogman. It's mainly Dogman. Dogman's the reason why I'm out here, because my buddy Harley put me on a really freaking cool project that he covered up, kind of like a government conspiracy thing. It really ties it to the a lot of what I've been saying is happening with the Dogman phenomenon. I think the United States government has used organic biological material from kind of supernatural beings, such as like the Greys or Sasquatch, mixed it with the human DNA to create a Dogman like creature. So it's yeah, Dogman. Dude, LBL, that's freaking awesome. Fox Panda, thanks for subscribing. Mush Bag, that's awesome. Glad you farted 916 times today. That's you might want to go see a doctor. That's it's probably not good. You might have a gallbladder issue, and that can lead to some serious bloating, some serious stomach issues. Like it could be a medical emergency. So yeah, I knew JoJo the dog-faced boy in the 60s. Oh, I'm sure there's shit moving in the bushes behind me, like guaranteed. Like I have. Let me see if I can adjust it a little bit better. The area that I'm in is freaking scary as shit. Like it's kind of getting dark here. It's almost there. The sun just started to set. Hello from Japan, Bonnie Stricker. Thank you so much for the donation. That's freaking awesome. I really appreciate it. So they were kind of the messages were flying by there for a second. Don't Tread on Me, Dogman has been around for centuries. Christopher Columbus and Marco Polo have both documented running into them. That's really interesting. Darkness, where am I from? I'm from East Tennessee. Watch out for skinwalkers. I'm not 100% sure if, I don't really think that the skinwalker phenomenon is very active in this area. Kathrina, thank you so much. I'm glad you love the channel. You're from Poland. Admiral, don't sit here and spam stupid shit. Like, ask a question. Ask a question. Like, I can talk to you. Like, don't make me block you. Like, don't do that. That's not cool. Because I do cool stuff. So, yeah, Ortho, the skinwalker, in my opinion, are more kind of out west. Hello from Spain. That's freaking cool. Yeah, thank you, Scott. I appreciate it, brother. Yeah, that's kind of my opinion. Overall, you know, I've had some people reach out to me and talk about experiences that they had actually a little bit further northwest from the area that I'm at now, with what they thought was a skinwalker. They ran into what they believed to be like an almost like Native American looking guy that had almost like the head of a wolf, and they ended up finding prints the next morning, or was it later that night? But I think that the Dogman is active in this area, and some of the stuff that you all are going to start seeing online is going to make a lot more sense, because here I am. Do I live in Australia? No, I don't. What is this cuckoo paranormal yapper unk? I like the paranormal. I like to be out in the mountains. So, yeah. Navajo Nations. Dude, that's freaking awesome. You wants $200. Yeah, sure. My PayPal is in the description, I think. Hey, we have Big Creek Lake Bigfoot here in Wilmer, Alabama. Dude, I have so many people telling me to go to Alabama. I'm really kind of thinking about getting a trip. I'm working on another vehicle to add to the channel. I'm gonna be upsizing my motorcycle is the plan, and yeah, we're gonna be going, but it's not gonna be like a Harley or anything. It's gonna be more of like a adventure bike. Joanne, do you bring any beer with you for the trip? No, I usually have some moonshine though. Um, yeah, I don't really. I mean, these people like I don't really like. I just don't like people to just spam. Like, if you want to ask me a question, like if you think I'm crazy, I don't really care. Like I've had these experiences and I'm out here researching. So, um, do you have your own hunting property? And if so, what's the biggest buck you've ever shot? I don't have my own hunting property. I wish that I did. I wish that I did. Um, Thank you for the 100 times 2. I don't even know what that means. Is that? I don't understand what that is. Um, XR650L is a great backcountry, dude. I know, I know. I've been looking at the KLR 650 though. Uh, Growing up, I had well, my dad had an XR 250 that we converted to like basically the L. So it was street legal, and it was a 1987, and this thing was so freaking sweet. But he sold it when I was in the army. I didn't freaking want him to, but he did. Um, have you ever seen a portal? Seen one? No. I don't think that I've really had my eyes specifically on a portal. I almost walked into one though. It was in an area that's called Black Mountain, and God, it was such a fucked up experience. So the area um, was like really active with Native Americans. It was one of their like hunting ground. Like it was once you got to the main like overlook, like it was freaking beautiful. So I had been following what I believe to be Native American marker trees to go to special places, and the I was walking by this huge like boulder, and I kind of it like made I swear it it freaked me out so bad. Like it's still on my mind like today. It like I felt like I was being pulled into something. My hearing went out, like I got like all dizzy, and I like stumbled out and away from it. And then I like lift up my camera, and I'm hearing these like ape sounds, like monkey sounds here in East Tennessee, not too far from here. It's about, I guess, about 30 minutes from this area. So, Foggy Mountain Witch. Will I go back to Black? I almost went today. I almost went today, but yes, I will for sure. Um, yeah, Newark. They definitely talk about it. Am I armed? Yes, I am armed. I'm always armed. Um, what's up, man? You're from India. That's pretty cool. Um, what do you think the pale crawlers are, and do you follow Dee's Dark Adventure? So, I don't, I don't really watch a whole lot of other paranormal creators' content. I just being honest, I just don't. Uh, I'm on the trail a lot, so it can be very hard for me to go back and watch um, other people's content. The other part of the question you asked, what do I think the pale crawlers are? Um, I'm just gonna be honest. Just gonna be honest. I think they're an internet myth. I've never seen one. Um, I've seen like these dark figures that kind of crawl at you in haunted locations, like haunted prisons. Seen that. But the pale crawler phenomenon that seems to be everybody talking about now, um, I've just never experienced it. So it can be it can be hard doing paranormal content because people tend to go flow of trending, and um, I wish I could say that I knew more about him, but I just don't know much about him. What is my most scariest experience? That's So that's kind of a trick question. When you're doing this type of research, there's scary experiences that, like you fear for your life. Whether I had been like, I've had a couple bear run-ins. Like those are obviously scary. I've had I've had a run-in with a Sasquatch. That was obviously kind of scary, but in reality, the worst stuff, I call it disturbing, because even though I'm out here doing this research, and I'm out here looking for a dogman, I'm out here looking for a portal, I don't always expect to find one. So when I experience something, um, like probably the best description I could say for my scariest experience was when I was in, it's basically in the Happy Valley area of the Appalachians. There's several people that go missing there. Somebody, like, not somebody, but something screamed at me like so freaking loud while I was out there researching the feral people. Uh, it like at that moment, I kind of thought that I was going to be in a serious fight, um, for my life, really. So, you could say that was kind of scary. I'm not sure if I've been back there since. What happened to me a couple of Sundays ago was fucking so scary, or so disturbing. Man, I had these multiple black figures just charging me and coming after me. Like, I don't know. What up, pork and beans? Yeah, y'all hit that like button. Nancy, can you walk into a portal without ever even knowing it? Absolutely. I think you can. And I think that that's kind of what happens. Um, so let's see here. He's work on this one more question. I'm trying to find, brown bears are freaking scary. Um, they're definitely scary. Black bears are scary as well. Right now is kind of the black bears more dangerous type period, because we haven't really had like a cold period. Black bears go start denning or getting ready for hibernation, usually kind of like right now. But it has to like stay at a kind of constant temperature of about 55 degrees or below for them to start doing that. And we really haven't had that, so they're still out foraging, so they're pretty freaking active. We are back in the Fruit Loops timeline, not the Fruit Loops timeline. What's up, Ben? What's up with those cornfields? Freaky as hell. Dude, I don't know. Are you talking about from my last investigation? I don't know. And what's even stranger about it is that, like, none of that stuff, I don't know. I don't even know what to say about that. That shit was just freaking weird. Yeah, cornfields are always freaking scary because you can't see through them. But I think that there was a dog man for sure in that area. And I just heard some coyotes starting to yelp. This should be interesting. Hey Tasha, good to see you. Um, what what's your elo? I don't know what that means. Uh, Sorry, I'm kind of old. Um, what's up, Sasha? What's up, Sasha? How are you? Glad you all came out tonight. Yeah, I've been on the trail basically all day. I've covered 38 miles, which is pretty freaking exhausting. Nana Sticks, that's awesome. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it, Nana. Chess rating. I don't know what that means. What's up, Ashley? BW, what's going on? I watched that with the cornfields. Glad you're safe. Yeah, I went back to that area. I've got to go back again. And that's one of the hard parts that I don't think a lot of paranormal investigators talk about. is going back to the locations where something crazy like that happens to you. Um, I because at the end of the day, like I want to be able to give a direct answer of, yeah, that was a Sasquatch, that was a Dogman, that was a feral person. But I just honestly I can't do that because I don't know what the hell those things were, and they were moving in such a way that, like, it's really disturbing. And once you go back there, it's hard to kind of build up that mental, like, toughness to say, okay, this experience just happened to me here that I have no idea what it was. Um, Not even really from possibly this dimension, you know what I mean? And I'm gonna go right back and do it all over again. So that's like freaking hard for me to do. So um, but yeah, I'm definitely I'm gonna be doing back. I'm gonna definitely gonna be going back. I want to do another live stream over there if I can. My brother uh, from Knoxville Fishing Guide, he just got this new Starlink kind of setup that I might bum from him, um, because the way that I had it, I couldn't get it to work because of the tree canopy that I was often in. So um, yeah. Living in a simulated reality, the only way to know is when a minute detail has been changed. Yeah, the freaking Mandela effect. There's been a lot of that shit going on. Actually, it's kind of funny. Y'all are talking about I mean, this is what's weird about it. The A big part of the video that I've been working on today discusses exactly like what y'all are talking about, the timeline change. And I actually go into pretty deep detail explaining why this is like why this is, because I've got a pretty definitive answer. It's like a scientific answer that there's a very specific date that shit changed, and um, I have a reason for it. So it's kind of crazy. Um, do you use night vision, IR, or thermal? Um, I personally like thermal the best. Night vision, um, it's really hard to get a good night vision camera that has good stability. So the night vision's often like really shaky, especially when when you're seeing something or you're experiencing something. Uh, so the night vision really, I've got night vision cameras, but I just don't use them very much because the footage is always garbage. Because I'm generally moving a lot in the wilderness when I go out on these adventures. Um, so I rely on thermal more than anything. Thermal's pretty definitive. Like, you can't really um, argue with thermal because it's not like a change in lighting. Like, it's picking up a change in temperature, and if it's picking up that change in temperature, that means there's something there. You know what I mean? What's up, Christian? Um, right on. Where are you that you still have daylight? I'm in East Tennessee. With night cycling, I saw a wolf in rural Netherlands. Really? I've been out to Leeuwarden. I backpacked through there. That was freaking awesome back in the day. Upper East Coast, it's dark. Yeah, I mean, the sun's basically down. It's just now getting like dark. Sunset was at like 5:30. Um, I don't know what time. What time is it now? So 5:43. So yeah, the sunset was like basically right when I started this live stream. If you dare to use TPL, temporary pattern liberation substance, to its max capacity, and you to explore other possibilities, however, it's most likely answered. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure what you mean there, Cowboy Dan. Um, we got dark between 4 and 4:30. Ortho, oh dude, for sure I am. thank you, whoever just PayPal donation. That's a big help on the channel. I've got to get some new equipment. I lost a freaking trail camera. Tony, thanks, brother. Dante Harrison, what's up, brother? How are you doing? Thank you for coming. Thank you for joining the chat. Gave you a shout out. How's that? Don't sit here and spam, man. You're gonna get blocked. Why do people do this? It's so stupid. Like, we see you. Go call your dad. Have you ever considered the AWS, actually AI, and it's perhaps a collection of lost souls collected into a hive mind? I've never really thought about it like that. That's pretty freaking crazy. That's it. That's a good point, though. JP, what's up, man? How you doing? What is it I do? Just locked in. So I live in East Tennessee. I grew up running around the Appalachian Mountains. I had a lot of experiences with the paranormal, and now I just go out in the woods where people have where people have these experiences, and just go research it and try to figure out what's going on. And you know, I've managed to gather some pretty good evidence, because a lot of it, in my opinion, that you see in like the mainstream media isn't very accurate. It's very kind of, I don't know, fluffed, I guess you could say, for the freaking for the media. So it doesn't always portray the way that people experience it, and it can be a lot more disturbing. Dude, what is wrong with you people? Like, I'm just gonna block you, like, permanently. Stop. I hate people like this. Hide user. See ya. Yeah, I'm just gonna block them, like, permanently from the channel. I don't understand it. I do my best to try to talk to everybody, but you know, I can't. People just want attention. Like, start a YouTube channel. Like, what the fuck? Like, why are you on mine? Start your own. Talk to yourself. That's what I do. Like, grow up. Okay, it's getting dark. Let's see if I can find a... That's one thing that I don't think about. I don't generally work to... I generally don't come out here and think about doing live streams until, like, I get to a good area, and then I'm like, oh, I didn't bring a freaking live streaming light. I just heard a weird ass freaking noise. Getting dark. Yeah, it's coming down pretty quick. Yeah, no, it's getting dark real quick. It looks like there's rain moving in, actually, too. Oh. Did you all hear that? That sounded like a banshee. One of those real, like, echoey, like... So, oh, I guess I could... Here. Y'all are looking at me. Check this shit out. So this is what we're... we're, like, in front of, like, an ancient cemetery. By the way, one of the graves is right there. Right there. See it? So maybe... This is the best boutique ever on Netflix. I don't know. All right, dude. What's up, Jeff? Oh, shit. I'm about to get charged. Back up. Back the fuck up. Oh, it's a squirrel. Oh, shit. That scared the fuck out of me. Oh, man, I'm dropping everything. That was weird. That did not sound like a freaking squirrel. I think that was a squirrel. That is not a squirrel. Okay. This area is not exactly safe at the moment. What the fuck? And I have a long ride back. So what kind of questions we got here? It was kind of getting, sorry, freaking trolls. Yeah, it's a big ass squirrel, right? What do I think of? Fuck, man. Okay. I go stalking around at night with my puppet son. Okay. Well, that's freaking creepy as fuck, dude. So, yeah, I still got a long ride back. So I think I'm going to end this live stream. I wanted to at least come in and say, hey, Elizabeth Gray, what's going on, hun? So I should have a new video out tomorrow is the plan. And I should be back on my schedule. Getting my computer zapped. So that was another thing that happened after that investigation. Like, it fried my equipment. Like, I lost so much footage. So I don't know if it was one of those things. It's whoever Cashapped me. Thank you. I'll look here in a second and give a big thank you to everybody. But yeah, sorry I couldn't do longer live stream. I just do have, dude, the freaking weather is getting crazy. So I gotta get on the trail. So love you all. See you later.